Anthony Hartwig here with a Southern basketball player profile. I am joined by Ashley Shroades. Ashley, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You got it. And we are perfect timing for this because on Thursday, which is tomorrow, you're going to have a big night. You know, you're 4 points away from becoming the program's all time leading scorer. When you think about that and you're thinking about you're so close, and obviously that's been a goal for you for a while, what's tomorrow night going to mean to you?
It's gonna mean a lot to me because I set goals throughout my whole career. I started out with my 1,000 points, and that was one of my biggest goals. And then I hit that, and then now my next goal is obviously this. So this is something big for me.
I know obviously you'd love to do it at home. It didn't work out that way, but you're gonna have a lot of support come to East Palestine for you. You're gonna be able to share it with your team and share it with your support system. When that moment comes, whether it comes tomorrow night or I mean it's gonna come. You're 4 points away, so whether it comes tomorrow night
Right.
or it come whenever it comes. What's that gonna be like to be able to celebrate with the people that you've put the work in with your teammates, and obviously your support system that will be there too?
Yeah, it's gonna be a great feeling because I feel like this year with the team I have this year, I feel like they actually care about me and they've been there through it all through the off season. We put a lot of work in together, and Coach Grinjar, obviously, I've been through thick and thin with him. He's been one of my biggest supporters, along with my parents. So they're all going to be there to watch me, and they'll be there to cheer me on. So it's going to mean a lot.
Let's talk about that work. Obviously, you came in your freshman year. You opened the doors with a thud. I mean, we remember that 55 point performance against Heartland Christian back in your freshman season. I mean, that was kind of your introduction to what you were all about. But how do you keep getting better? I mean, it's scary for people that play you every year, but Ashley Shrodes keeps getting better. What kind of things do you think that you've changed in your game since freshman season?
I just think I don't know, I have that mindset of just you got to get better every day. Coach kind of instilled that in me. He's always like, you got to be doing something every day. You either got to be strength training, you got to be shooting, you got to be doing something every day. So I just kind of do something different every day. It's either shooting, lifting, or I do both. I'm out of the school, I don't even know, like 4 hours every day, shooting, lifting. I'm always putting in work, and you just got to strive to get better every day.
What do you think is a part of your game you've seen the most improvement of throughout your high school career?
Probably my mid range because freshman year, I had a lot of people tell me that I would be able to be stopped easily because all I can do is make a layup. And they also said that I couldn't use my left hand. So I kind of worked sophomore year to prove them wrong. And I started using my left hand, finishing left handed layups. And then junior year and now senior year, my mid range has been something that's kind of stood out compared to other players.
Man, don't tell Ashley what she can't do. She'll prove you wrong in a
Yeah.
heartbeat. When you talk about just going through this career, you've mentioned the goals that you've already set. 1,000 points, got the rebounds that you're able to get, and now obviously program leading scorer on the horizon. When you reflect, senior year is about reflecting on all the time and all the work and all the things that you've been able to do. Is there one that you're the most proud of? One kind of milestone, or one, even if it's a win, or one night, or one thing that you've done in your career that you're the most proud of?
Um, Honestly, probably the United game earlier this week because that's been something that's been a goal since freshman year. I just feel like United with us, it's such a rivalry game every time we play them. So beating them for the first time my whole career felt really good. So that's been a big accomplishment for us.
You got him, and you got him off of a loss. You took that tough loss to Columbia in the game before. Talk about the mindset. What was it like coming off of the loss and trying to build right back against a team that, like you said, to that point you hadn't beaten in your career, and you dropped 27 on them, and you're able to beat them by 6. What went into preparing for that United game?
We just kind of went in there. We used the Wellsville game as kind of a game to get back into our winning streak. Columbiana was a tough loss. I don't know, we were just kind of off that game. But going into United, we just knew we had to do what we had to do. We watched film. We studied their players. We know most of them because most of them are coming back, the seniors, Grace Knight and all them. We just knew how they played the game, and we knew we had to play how we play in order to beat a good team like that. And we did it.
We see you in multiple sports. Obviously, you're also a pin on the volleyball team as well. What's it like to keep yourself busy and to transition from one sport to another? And I know how much you love basketball, but when it's volleyball season, you're giving everything to volleyball. And then when it's basketball time, you're obviously locked in on basketball. What's that been like for you throughout your career?
Right. I kind of balance both of them. Like during volleyball season, I kind of never stopped doing basketball. I'm always shooting either after practice, volleyball practice, and then on game days, obviously I focused on the game itself, but it was just I just balance both of them. It's doable. So,
And then you have to also balance schoolwork and just having a social
right.
life as a kid. What kind of things do you do time management wise, or just trying to not overwhelm yourself, just balancing everything you have to do in your life?
I usually, well, this year I obviously don't have to go to school, which is kind of a plus because I have all my credits to graduate. So I do online classes. So I have a little bit more free time now. But in the past, I would obviously get my work done. I'd stay after school. I'd be out there till probably 8:30 at night. And then I come home and then I just spend time with my family. They kind of took my mind off of a lot of things. They helped me through a lot. I have a great support system here at home.
So being a player that doesn't have to go to the school this year and be in the class with your teammates, what's it like to now only be able to see them in practices and games? Does that make you treasure practicing games even more because it's the only time like in the school setting that you're seeing your teammates and you're being able to interact with them?
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet because my freshmen tell me all the time, they're always like, after this season, I'm not going to see you again. I'm never going to see you again. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm here now. We'll treasure these moments. I'll be
Mhm.
back. But yeah, it's kind of bittersweet.
I love that you call them your freshmen and you've taken like almost possession of them because you're guiding them and they're under your wing this year. What kind of things are you trying to instill into the leaders of next year when you're gone and the people that are going to have to step up in your absence next year?
I just try to tell them they need to have confidence in themselves because that's kind of my freshman year. Coach kind of put me out there as the starting point guard, and I kind of had to figure it out on my own because nobody else could really handle the ball. So I kind of had to step up, not willingly, but I did it. So I just kind of tell them they have to have confidence in themselves. They just need to go out there with confidence and be who they are. So
For these freshmen and for the players that are even younger in the middle school system that are working, you're a role model, and you like it or not, like you're the program leading scorer. You're going to be, you're a role model. That's just the thing that you have to live
thank
with.
you.
What's it been like for you to, understand that you're a role model, that people are watching you, that people want to be where you are when they grow up?
I kind of want to leave like a positive outlook. I don't know. I just always do things with a smile. I say something positive about everything. It could be like the worst loss, and I'm like, but we did this good. And I work with the youth a lot, and so they all look up to me. I know a lot of the younger kids. They're all saying they want to be like me. They all wear headbands like me, so it means a lot to be a role model to my
I
school.
mean, what was it like the first time you saw like a little girl wear the headband like you, your signature look, or try to say, "I want to be like you"? What was that like for you to realize that that was a reality, that you're someone that people want to be like?
It felt awesome. I was like, "You're wearing a headband? What?" And they're like, "Yeah, because you wear headbands." So it feels really good to have that kind of, I don't know, impact on people.
We also have to talk about the impact you're having on your sister, who is definitely a big member of this team, and Alyssa. What's that like to have that relationship on the court and to be able to have that dynamic with someone else that is obviously you see every day? What's that been like for you?
I feel like it's been good. She sometimes we get along. We got on a lot closer since basketball season. It's kind of made us, I don't know, talk a lot more. Usually, I'll go to my room, she'll go into hers, and we don't really talk. But I'm definitely harder on her than I am anybody else on the team. So I'm glad she's finally stepping up. She's realizing like this is my senior year. I want to play for you. I want to. I want your senior year to be the best, and she's told me that. So it means a lot having her step up and be that player that I know she can be, and just yeah.
In what ways are you two similar, and what in what ways are you two different?
Mm, we're similar. We both like animals, and she does like her sports, but we're different. And I'm an everydayer, and she's a I want to work out this day and then take 3 days off to bake and then work out another day. So we're
um,
different there.
to bake, that's fun. What does she
Yes,
bake?
she likes baking. She bakes cookies, cakes, anything you can think of, really. But she's really good with her chocolate cookies, chocolate chip cookies.
Are you a baker at all?
No, I would
No, no, no.
burn stuff.
Don't touch the stove. What are some of your hidden talents? We know how talented you are on the court. What are some of your talents outside of sports that you think are hidden talents for you?
I don't really know if I have any. I usually just do a lot of sports.
The
I really
sports.
can't
I
think of
like
any off the
that.
top of my head.
That's fine. You're gonna make a living in that. Let's talk about your future when you graduate Southern and you go to achieve your goals that you want to see yourself out of life. What are some of your future goals outside of high school that you're striving for?
I want to be a veterinarian, so that's one of my biggest goals. And I know vet school's super competitive, so that's kind of a goal that I've always had since I was, I think, 8 years old. Just I want to graduate, get into vet school, and become a vet. That's one of my biggest dreams.
What made you passionate about being a vet? What kind of things drew you to loving animals the way you do, obviously, and wanting to be a veterinarian?
I think just living out in the country, being around animals, my family, my parents, they got me my first bunny whenever I was, I think, 6 years old. And that rabbit kind of, I don't know, it made me love animals so much. Like I was so close to that rabbit, and it's been with me since I think I was 16 when it finally died. So I was super close to animals from there on out.
Do you have like a favorite animal?
I'd say probably dogs.
Okay, now if you could have one animal as a pet, like it didn't matter if it had like forget if it's wild or not, doesn't matter. You can just have any animal as a pet. What animal do you think you'd want?
I say those koalas are super cute. The koala bears.
Koala bears. Yes, I love it.
It's
Good.
different, but
It's yeah, the question everyone wants to know from outside of Southern, of course, is basketball going to stay as a future goal? Is there basketball outside of high school? What's going on with you there?
yeah, I'm definitely thinking of playing at the next level. I'm not really sure where I want to go though. I'm
Mhm.
kind of leaning towards Mount Union, but I don't know. It's just going to be on the air until probably after the season. I'll decide where I want to go for
Hey,
sure.
you gotta make us a promise that when you make that decision, you come on YSN and you make it live on the show. All right.
Right.
All right. When you think about like where you want to go though, and you're looking at all these programs and you're trying to make that decision, what are you looking for in a program? What kind of things can a coach or a program do to say this is where Ashley Shroades would feel comfortable putting herself as a basketball player?
I'm kind of looking for like that tight knit group. Like I looked at Mount Union and they have a lot of teammates that are like super close with each other, and I kind of like that. I like tight knit groups. I like having a lot of energy, benches energy. That stuff means a lot to me. It's just like the little things
They have
that
a
kind of draw me
handful of local talent too. Mount Union is not shy from recruiting in the Youngstown area, so you'd be playing with
in. Right.
some YSN alums, which would be great. And in whatever decision you make, Ashley, we wish you the best of luck. Before we let you go, want to give you the chance to thank your support system, the people in your life that you wouldn't be able to do this without. Whoever you think deserves a shout out, I want to give you the time to do so.
Yeah, I want to thank my mom and dad for sure. Without my mom, I'd be not where I'm at today. She's the one that lets me go out to the school for hours. My dad too. He lets me go out, and she's been there through it all. My dad, he's always recording my games, filming every game for me. I'm able to come home, watch that every night. I wouldn't be the athlete I am without him, and also coach. Without coach, obviously, I'd be I'd be just another girl, honestly. He's kind of made me the person I am. I'm this crazy basketball player now that everybody knows. So I want to thank those three people. They mean the most to
You're
me.
at You're absolutely right. Everybody knows you're a big name in the sport. We thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We wish you the best of luck the rest of your senior season, and we can't wait to see you again real soon.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.